Life without playing music is inconceivable for me. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. I get most joy in life out of music. These are words not by a great musician but by the greatest scientist of all time, Albert Einstein. Einstein was a huge fan of classical musicians Mozart and Bach and used to play their compositions on his violin. He claimed that music gave him the most joy, and that is the reason he did what he did. Take a look at this video before I say anything more. Music is an important part of humanity as it is a way of expressing our feelings and emotions. Most importantly, it has the extraordinary power to stimulate our memories and allows us to feel nearly all possible emotions that we experience in our lives. It can give us goosebumps, spine-tingling chills, or even move us to tears. In this tech-savvy generation, we see people all around us plugged in, listening to music during travel, gym, and parts of daily life activities. Through a virtual Vox-Pop, I try to understand why different people listen to music and how these emotions are brought out.
I listen to music every day without question. I listen to music to help me get through my chores. I listen to music while I sleep sometimes. I just put the volume on low and listen to some music that is very mellow, that helps me sleep, I guess.
Do you find that people who have undergone some sort of music training are able to grasp things faster, that is, improved brain functions?
Yes, I definitely do think that people with instrumental or musically trained people have a better grasp in whatever they do. In particular, students, when they are also having an extracurricular with respect to music, could be any kind of music, they have a better grasp, their brain function is faster, and that I'm able to see in my own son when he copies homework or he needs to copy a text or something. He has his earphones on, he listens to my music, and I am not seeing any fatigue even when he works for hours together, and it is very efficient. Not only this, in academics, in English, when they have a poem to be by hearted, when they have a tune attached to it, I think the grasping time of the child is faster than without a tune attached to it. There is no doubt about it.
Have you experienced intense emotions such as crying or goosebumps while listening to music?
So I'm a little emotional person, so there are days when I feel low or feel sad or have a weird emotion. I tend to listen to songs which will make me cry, and so that I feel good. That's what I feel, and that's what I do in fact. So, and there's a specific song called Namo Namo from movie Kedarnath, and whenever I listen to that song, firstly it just calms my mind, and secondly it just gives me chills, and it's just so beautiful.
Based on the virtual Vox-Pop as well as a Google form questionnaire, out of 110 participants from various backgrounds and age groups, the survey showed that 93.6% of them listen to music every day and over 85% listen to specific genres when in specific modes. 85.5% have experienced intense emotions such as goosebumps and crying, and above 90% believe that music can be used in therapy and healing. Finally, when asked about anything else they'd like to share, numerous replies poured in about the impact of music in all of their lives. Based on the survey, one can confidently say that music does have an extraordinary power to stimulate our memories and emotions. This study has also been conducted on a massive scale using scientific instruments to understand how the brain reacts to music. Take a look at this TEDx video.
And I'd like to introduce my colleague, fellow neuroscientist and musician, Andrew Price. And you can see he's got an interesting cap on his head. This is full of electrodes that are designed to pick up electrical activity that's going on inside his brain from different regions. So essentially what we have here is a window looking at the electrical signals that's zapping around inside his head. What we're going to do is to see how his brainwave activity changes as different sorts of music are being played. So first of all, we're going to ask Andrew to close his eyes so that the visual stimulus is removed and he can focus more on what he's listening to. And now we're going to play different sorts of music to see how that impacts upon him. These are alpha waves, synchronized activity. He is at peace. He loves this peace. It's really calming. He loves it. Well, I don't know, there was a change there for sure. The other thing is, when you listen to a piece of music that you expect, part of the fun is expecting something to happen. What happens when the unexpected happens? Well, I mean,
I also try to understand the impact of Indian classical music on our moods and emotions. Here is G.K. Ramprasad, a Hindustani classical musician, providing insights on the same.
The Shastras, such as the Natya Shastra, the books written by Sharangdev, they talk about the 9 rasas or the Navarasas. In the Indian philosophy, be it art, song or drama, is heavily dependent upon the rasa theory. As per the Shastras, every swar and shruti is associated with a certain rasa. For example, the swar Shadaj or Sa is supposed to represent the vastness of space, and the rasa which it depicts is the Shanta rasa. Historically, we've read about various legends of Tansen causing various miracles such as lighting the lamps, causing the rains to appear, curing sleepless nights of his Lord Akbar through singing ragas like Darbari, Megh, Rag Deepak. So these are the various capabilities that were demonstrated using the tool of a raga. Today, we do not have the practitioners to demonstrate it in the same vigor, but the qualities of raga are being used today for medical purposes such as music therapy. And not only that, music also heals the person who's also singing the compositions and the ragas.
The reason I try to study the emotional responses of humans towards music is because the world is moving towards healing through music. Music therapy today is an established medical practice that focuses on treating individuals with music for various diseases such as dementia, insomnia, and for basically improving one's quality of life. It is a social glue that improves physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Music has therefore proved not only to be a source of entertainment, but goes beyond in becoming a tranquilizer that can heal or cure people in a way that is genuine and pleasing to the human system.